I've been in prison 9 times. I was on drugs, and this last time, my mom and my daughter put me in prison. Probably something they should have did 8 times before, but they finally woke up one day and seen I was 75 pounds out there on drugs and put me back in prison. It's the hardest thing they could ever do in their life, probably, but was one of the best and one of the most beneficial for me. While I went in there with a lot of anger and resentment towards them, I came out such a better woman. When I went in, I had 5 years, and I'm sitting there in the classification unit, and I seen a poster that Julie Sanderson has up for the W.O.O.F program, and I thought, I'm going to do that. I want to do easy time, and I love animals. So I signed up for the program, never expecting to have a life-altering, event there. I just thought, okay, I'm going to go over there, play with the pups for 4 years, and go home. But I went in there, and training those dogs and being around the women, I went in as a very selfish, self-centered, I was a drug addict, and in living that life, you become a product of your environment. So you kind of conform to that kind of people, and that's who you become. So when I went in there, I had to change not just one thing, but everything. From the music I listened to how I talked to people, everything. How I dressed, everything. So went in there, and you start out as a dorm worker, and you scrub floors, toilets, whatever, in order to move up in the program. And I did it, but Miss Julie came to me, she says, you have to have good work ethics. If you want to have a dog, you have to have good work ethics. I thought, okay, I'm going to scrub that toilet the best that I can scrub it. And I did. I scrubbed the toilet. I did the floors. I was always asking the lady with the dogs, can I do anything to help you? Can I clean your kennel? Because we weren't allowed to interact with the pups other than pet them. They're like, yeah, you can shake my towels or whatever. I did anything and everything I could to, be a part of. And then a couple months later, she moved me up into the Humane Society part, and I started training a dog, and I thought, okay, this is easy. I love pups. I just want to be around them. I never thought that training them would train me too, because you learn a balance. I'm not comparing us to dogs, but when you're teaching them, it's like, you want to be an example to them. You're the leader. So if you love them, what do you want to be? You want to be the alpha person, and you want to do the right thing. And I started being a good person and being everything. I seen all these other ladies doing things, and I thought, oh, they're too nice. I said, nobody in this world is that nice. Julie would come through and run through the dorm and, hi, do y'all need anything or this? And I'm like, oh my God, that's kind of weird. But they're genuinely nice. The volunteers and all them coming in were really nice. And it just started opening my eyes to a different world. I thought I started to want to be like that. I never had. I was 48 years old. I hadn't been that kind of woman. I'm like, I want to be like that. She dresses classy, and she doesn't look boring. And I just started changing. And then I got a service dog, and my life changed. I didn't know about the wars. I mean, I knew we had wars and this and that, but I didn't know the extent that the men and their families went through. Not that I didn't care. I was caught up on drugs, so I didn't know about all that. I just didn't involve myself. And once I got in there, I started involving myself. And I read, and I watched a lot of videos. And I started getting a big heart. And it just changed my life. It made me want to be a better person. And since I got out, I've been out 7 months. This is the first time, and my mom said the other day, I haven't been home for Christmas in 40 years. So I'm home for Christmas. I'm not only home, I just got a brand new car. I mean, my life is, like I was telling him, it's not only successful, I'm just doing good with things that I do, because when you're good to people and you tell the truth and you're honest and you're not trying to manipulate, your life just starts to go good. I might not have everything I want, but I'm getting things that I need now. I have a job, and last week I had to break down, and I work for a cleaning service, and they put me with somebody. The people don't know my past, but something was in my heart to tell them who they had working for, in their house with them, leaving me there alone. And she was talking, and I kind of opened up. I said, I have something I need to tell you. She's like, okay. I said, I've been to prison several times, and I'm a drug addict. She's like, okay. And I told her my whole story, been in and out of prison on drugs since I was 13. And she's like, you're amazing, though, Dana. You're strong, and look at where you're at now. And, I don't let my past dictate where my future's going. And I don't dwell on it anymore. A lot of people dwell, well, I've been there and I've did this. Okay, that's done. But you're here today, this minute. Live for this second. And don't worry about tomorrow. Live in the minute and today and what you got. And the lady was very nice, but she had to speak with her husband. She's like, well, I'm open-minded. I don't know if he's going to be. And I was like, okay. But I've been working there 3.5 weeks, and they text me right before I came here, and she says, we not only want you back, we love you, and we're just glad to be a part of your journey. So my journey is going good. You know, I volunteer now with Patriot Service Dog. I live in Pensacola, Florida, but I work 5 days a week, and I come here about every 3 or 4 months and offer my services. We're going to Disney Wednesday, and I'm just a part of now. I don't exist anymore. I'm a part of. You know, and I want to be a part of anything that can help and bring awareness to people. And, you know, for veterans, for people like myself that fight addictions, that, you know, people see them and think, God, you know, you judge them, but you don't know what we all go through either. You know, and not all of us are just innocent. I'm not saying we're innocent by no means, but some of us are out here trying to make a change, you know, and that's the ones I want people to look at.